Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Ramongi Reviews. Yes, back after that shocking Carabao Cup final between Arsenal and Manchester United. Congratulations, first of all, to City. They really turned up in the second half, because I believe that the first 15 minutes, that's where everything changed. And Arsenal crumbled to that. I'll admit to that, because I don't know what the hell was wrong with Arteta, because he could have made those changes. Hinkapie was just outdone by Semenyo, and he needed to come off. Actually, because he had a yellow card, thus he needed to come off and bring on Calafiori. Because once Calafiori came in, Semenyo would not be able to pass him, and that's where the problem started. Also, the likes of Saka was so down, we could not even see him, except the first half. The second half, they were down. Trossard, I don't know even what the hell he was doing in the field. He should have come off, Trossard, because I could not see his impact. We needed to counter Man City for them to also pull some of their defenders. But Trossard is slow. He could depend on just passing to Gyökeres, and Gyökeres could not run the entire game. You get tired. You need assistance, because that's what Man City did with Haaland, O'Reilly, Chucky, Semenyo, and Doku. But we had no midfielders. Also missing out Eze. It was massive for us today, because we had no creativity in that mid. Same case with missing Odegaard, who has been out for a while, but that was not enough excuse. Havertz could have done that work, but also, despite him being very young, Max Daumann could have done something at least, because Arteta, I don't know why he feared bringing him on, probably because of the pressure he has. He doesn't want to take it away from him, but this was a final. Arteta needed to go all hands on deck, because right now, the players did not have any other game. We are going to an international break, and Man City kept on bringing on the pressure. The first 15 minutes in the second half, that's where the game was won, and Arteta needed to have brought at least bring on Martinelli, take off Trossard, bring on Calafiori, and take out Hinkapie, but he never did that. And you can see what happened. They crumbled and they scored. And Kepa, I don't know even what to tell him, but I think today, before the game, I watched that there was a cup final between Liverpool and Man City. And I watched the things he did during that cup final. Though they are not similar, but he's not built for these big games. The small games is okay, because I think the pressure got into his head. Because that ball, that cross from Chucky, he could have, if it was Raya, that's a very good grip. But Kepa, I don't know. He just gave out the ball, and that's where it crumbled, because that's what gave City momentum. Because he could have held on to that pressure, City would have given up, and we could have brought on Madueke, who could have countered attack. But for us, the players were so poor today. But it's on the manager. The manager, I don't know what we're going to do to Arteta, because despite it being a Carabao Cup, it was a massive game for us, because now it changes the momentum. Despite us having now the momentum in the Premier League, Man City now can smell blood now. But despite that, we still have that gap. Congratulations to them. They won it. When you look at the stats, we had 3 shots on target. I was looking at the stats. We had 3 shots on target. Man City only had 2. The ones that they scored, they never had any other. You can imagine. So it means if we could have brought on the right players, that game would have been very different. I feel so gutted, but Arteta, man, he let us down. I don't want to curse or anything, but that was poor of him. Both we expected much of him. I remember that Everton game when we were, I think the 85th minute, it was 0-0. He removed that jacket, which you have been cursing that jacket. I know it was the same case with Wenger. That jacket, it has something. But once he removed that jacket, he pushed. You could see the aggressiveness, the eagerness in him. Today, we could not see that. He was a bit of fearful. I don't know, because if he was facing Pep, because I felt we have the right players to play against Man City, but they kept on bringing the pressure. They were so good, because they had all the creativity players with Chucky, Bernardo Silva, he had Doku, who cost White. Though White did well, but you see, he could not be held by only one defender. He needed 2. So I think that played into City's game, and that just change the game. But I feel they never created anything from open play, City, except after they scored the 2 goals. That's where now Arsenal players lost hope, because they felt now this is gone. Because if it was 1-0, it could have been something different. If it was 0-0, it would have been something different. But now that changed everything. So that's it for me, guys. That's my reaction. What do you think? I had what's the word? I had predicted 2-1 to win, but they won 2-0. So, but it's all in the manager. Arteta is just messed us up. I just hope coming now after the international break, that is 2 weeks from now, the players, please, that game should not affect them. They should be very strong. And remember that they have 9-point gap in the Premier League. They're still in the FA Cup, and we are still in the Champions League. But that gives you that. I just want us to win the Premier League this season, though we have the opportunity to win the 3 of them, but it won't be easy. But the manager has to make the right decisions on such games. He has done that, but today he failed us. It happens. Sometimes it's football. It's just such small moments that change a game. That's it for me, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'll be giving more reviews on this. And let's see in the next, after 2 weeks, that's when we have the league back, and we shall be reacting to that. Thank you so much. Goodbye.